Yes, we are going to grill up all of these amazing veggies, and it is going to be the most outrageous grilled vegetable sandwich you have ever had. So hang in there. We're going to start cooking.
Well, good morning. And how did you like that picture I showed you of all these beautiful, beautiful vegetables? We're going to make a amazing, wonderful, nutritious, healthy grilled vegetable sandwich. But it's one that's going to be kicked up a notch because the sauce on it is to die for. It is so good. Now, I'm going to have all the ingredients listed below, so don't worry about the portions, all right? Just kind of watch the process more importantly. And then this makes quite a bit. And I do that because I love this sandwich. So once I have grilled up all of the vegetables, then what I'm able to do is just keep them in my refrigerator. When I'm ready, I heat up the sauce, I heat up the vegetables, and I have an amazing sandwich, again, with no work. So sometimes when I'm doing this, I just do more than normal. So I want to start out with the sauce because that's most important. So I have a saucepan here, and in here I have put 1 cup of butter. Now into that we are going to put some herbs. I have got, in this little mixture here, I have thyme, and all of these, you guys, came from my garden. I mean, right outside my patio door, I have every herb growing that you can imagine. So it's just walk out and snip, 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 and we have the freshest herbs available. Now, if you haven't been working with thyme, it's a pain in the neck. So you cut it like this, and you don't want the stem, so you come down and you take the leaves. And sometimes you have to like pick them off one at a time, but it's worth it. Now, this is rosemary. Rosemary is a lot easier to work with because it's so much bigger, and you can just pull those off. That's just easy to do. Then in here, I also have parsley, and I'm showing you just a little bit of parsley. I've got some cut in there already, but my parsley's not growing really well right now, so I just got to use what I've got. Now, this handy dandy little tool, I don't know if you've ever seen one like this. I hadn't seen it before, and it was given to me by my brother years ago. And when I got it, I thought, really, what am I going to do with that? Oh, I'm telling you, I use it all the time. It is the best thing for mincing garlic. It's the best thing when you're doing little bits of herbs like this and you're not going to be able to put it into a food processor. All you do is go back and forth, and this blade just cuts it all. So, parsley, thyme, and rosemary is what we have in here. Now that is going to go right into our butter sauce. We need to add some garlic. The fresh garlic is wonderful. It really is. And what you want to do is create a paste out of this. So you have a couple of options. You can get something like this, and after you peel it, of course, just scrape it, and it will actually create a paste. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have done this. I ruined a manicure. I scraped up all my knuckles. I was bleeding. I don't like that. That was not fun. So the other thing you can do is cut the cloves, put them on a cutting board, add a little bit of kosher salt, and with your knife you can kind of start to just press it down, crack it, chop it, and then as you start working that knife, what ends up happening is you end up with a paste. A lot of work. However, garlic paste from the grocery store. Listen, I don't think it's cheating. I think when you can make life in your kitchen pleasant, wonderful, and less work, all the better. So this is going to call for 1 clove of garlic. Let me see. Oh, there's my spoon there. And I don't know why they put these ridiculous little things up here, because I don't know about you. I've never been able to pull them off. Let's see. Oh, I did. Huh, good. So I'm going to put in what I would think would be about 1 clove of garlic. I think it's going to be about 1 teaspoon. Now, just tell me that isn't a lot easier than all the other stuff I told you about. All righty. And hands are clean, so everything is good. Now you want to put in some Dijon mustard. because it makes everything excellent. And you want 2 tablespoons of Dijon. I think I need a little spatula, which I always forget to get out, so bear with me on that. All right, 2 tablespoons of Dijon. One and 2. This is so flavorful, you guys. It really is delicious. And then kosher salt. And you want your salt and pepper to taste, okay? So don't overdo, but just like that. That's my kosher salt and pepper right there. We want 1/2 of a juiced lemon. Now, this is where you can kind of separate being an excellent cook or marginal. You can go get a jar and just use the jar, or that lemon little thing that you squeeze out. It takes very, very little time to squeeze a lemon, but I think it makes a huge difference. Now, we have a very prolific lemon tree out here, so I'm using the lemon from that. I'm going to put in about 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. So take the time. That little extra time doesn't take very long. Go ahead and juice your lemon. Now, here comes the love-hate part. Anchovy paste. No, Roseanne, I hate anchovies. They're awful. They're disgusting, and people order them on pizza, and it makes me sick. Anchovies are wonderful. They really are. And when you put them in, let me say this to you. If you have ever had a Caesar salad, you ate anchovies, but you didn't taste the anchovy. You just taste the flavor of it. So basically, that's the same thing here. You are not going to taste the anchovy, but boy, it's going to give it taste. Now, if you are 100% against anchovy, don't use it, but you're going to be missing out a little bit. So the anchovy, we want 1 tablespoon of anchovy paste. So let me just squeeze that in. Ah, these bugger things. There. It's not a very attractive look either. Looks like a snake coming out. All right. You got your anchovy in there. And now you have your herbs, rosemary, parsley, you have your thyme, you have everything in here that is going to be flavorful and wonderful. 1 cup of melted butter. So we're going to mix that up a little bit. This is the sauce that we're going to lather on our vegetables as well as on our ciabatta bread when we put our sandwich together. So I'm going to put that on the range, and I'm going to then let it start heating up, and we're going to start grilling the vegetables. All right, well, I prepared a lot of the vegetables ahead because I didn't think you needed to watch me do all of them. But there's a couple of things I do want to talk to you about. When you are cutting the onions and you want to grill the onions, they fall apart on you. I mean, you'll end up with rings of onions everywhere. But if you cut the onion ring and then cut it in half and you put a toothpick through it, it stays together. The carrots, you want planks. Carrots are round, and if you're trying to put a round carrot on your sandwich, it's really difficult. So what you do is you take the carrot that you want, the size that you want, then you just cut down the side, just like that. And what you're doing is you are just making that carrot very easy to cut. Now, don't worry about all of these. That's our salad. That's our salad. So everything I have cut, nothing is going to waste. Now you have something that you're able to work with because it's not rolling all over the place and it'll be a better fit on your sandwich. Then you just cut planks, just like that. Very easy to do. And you want to cut them about the same size simply because you want them to grill about the same amount of time. Now, your zucchini. Zucchini you can cut this way, which is just fine, but once again, keep in mind you're going to want it on a sandwich. So what I did is I started it and then I put it on a slant like this. So all you do is just start it that way and then just cut. And then you've got your zucchini cut on a slant. Your peppers are important, but again, they're not going to fit really well on a grill like that. So you want to seed it, and these are easy to seed because they're very polite, really. They all come at one spot. So you pull it out. I do that, get those last little seeds out. And then you see it's got humps here. I cut down the humps, just like that, because I want to break it open. I want to flatten that out. And then when I have a vein, I just simply cut it out. Now, trying to grill something like this is not really workable. However, flatten it out, remove the vein. Very easy to grill, okay? So I've got all of those done. Let me get this last one because I do want to grill that. And no vein. And then what I have on here is I have eggplant. I forgot what it was. I have eggplant. This is a Poblano. I never say that right the first time. A Poblano. Okay, it's a green pepper that has no heat. Okay, so again, it's really flavorful, so you want to use it, and I will put it down in the description so it's spelled out correctly for you. Plabom. Darn it, I can't ever say that. All right, anyway, same thing. You want to just make sure that it's flattened out so that all parts of that pepper are going to be reaching the heat. Now, these, as I said, are very flavorful. They are not spicy at all, not at all. So you can go ahead and use them and feeling very confident that they're going to be super delicious and not burn your mouth. Okay. Now, again, this is to your liking. Whatever you guys enjoy, that's what you should be putting in your veggie salad. I love Brussels sprouts. I don't know that I would put them in this, but all kinds of other vegetables can go in. I think grilled tomatoes would be wonderful. Anything you like. So, this is our sandwich. This is our salad. All righty. Now, our grill should be getting pretty hot. And what I'm going to do on the grill is I am going to spray it. It doesn't really have to have it, but you know what? I want them to char, but I don't want them to stick. So basically, this is the best thing that you can do with it. Now, what I have done in the past is I have done this out on my grill, which is wonderful to do, but for convenience and speed, I'm just going to do it in here today. Either way works. All right, so I'm going to start with the red peppers. The orange peppers. And the yellow peppers. And each one of these peppers, you guys, it does give you a different flavor. It really does. So it's really nice to be able to have this and have a variety of the flavors. Now I'm just going to let that start to char. Our butter mixture over here is nice and incorporated. So what we're going to do is just baste these once I flip them. And I'm not going to, so you don't have to sit here the whole time, I'm only really going to do enough vegetables for one sandwich. But then, after we are done, I'm going to come back and grill the rest of them off because, as I told you, I like to keep them in my refrigerator. I like to be able to just have a grilled vegetable sandwich whenever I want. And also, keep in mind, as long as you have the grilled vegetables, I don't know if you've ever had a grilled vegetable salad. They're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So you get your lettuce or your romaine or whatever it is you love, chop up your grilled vegetables, put it over there. When they're warm, it's delicious. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to start to turn these, and then I'm going to baste them. So, just a little bit of sauce on these will make them super, super delicious. You got all your flavor of the fresh vegetables and then all the flavor of all the mixture that we created. There. Now we'll give that just a couple minutes. While we're waiting for the vegetables to grill, because they do take a little bit of time, you do want them blistered, I'm going to prepare the roll. Now this is a ciabatta, and I don't know if you like this type of roll or not, but I think they are exquisite. You can go to any nice bakery, they're going to have them, but I have a video that is, I'm not sure if it's posted. No, it's not posted yet, but it'll post very soon on how to make this. And it is super delicious. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this lengthwise in preparation of our sandwich. There. Look at that. That is amazing. That's amazing. Now, I will also tell you, if you decide you want to log on and you want to look at this recipe, don't get scared off. Do not get scared off. This takes 16 hours to make. 16 hours. Now, my camera guy right here, eyebrows just went up when I said that. But 12 of those hours, it's just in the refrigerator developing the fermentation. So worth it, I promise you, so worth it. All right, let's take a look at our veggies. See how they are coming along. They're charring very nicely. And did you notice, because we took that little bit of time and we sprayed, none of our vegetables are sticking to the grill. So I think that that's really important. I think it's nice when you get the good char marks on it, but you're not wrecking the vegetable in order to do it. All right, this is about where I think I like them to be. They're nice, they're supple, they're charred. And if you like more char, I mean, feel free, go for it. But this is about the level that I like it. All right, so here we're going to start, and I'm not going to do all of these. As I said, I'm just going to do enough like for one beautiful sandwich. That's the eggplant. Here's the poblano. Poblano, that's what it is. A little bit of zucchini. A little bit of carrot. Get over there. Wait till you see how cool it is to do the onions this way. Mushrooms would be really good on this as well. I just didn't have any, but I love mushrooms. So I would not be opposed to putting mushrooms on. And if you want to turn it, it's so easy to pick it up by the toothpick and turn it. Now you see how nice they're all staying together simply because you have that little toothpick in there? So perfect. Full time. Now my onions are doing beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. All right, just to kick this up a notch, we're going to put some of this amazing sauce on the bread. Just like that. And we are going to grill that. Now I do press them down because I do want that char all the way through. So I do press them down. Char marks in there, and it is ready to be assembled. So here we go. Well, all right, we have our vegetables ready to assemble. They're nice and warm and tender and flavorful and grilled perfectly. You would think we would be done, but we're not. We are going to continue with this. On the ciabatta bread, what we are going to do is we are going to put on some goat cheese. Because goat cheese is fabulous. Goat cheese is so delicious. So delicious. And you would think we'd be done now, but no, we're not. And on another video, I made pesto, and I gave you that recipe as well. I've got all of this basil, which is beautiful, in my garden. So I made a beautiful pesto. So we are going to put some pesto on this. Can you even believe all of the flavors that are going to be in this delicious little sandwich? So now we can assemble. And assemble. Little onions cannot get away because they are super delicious. There. All right, so here we are. Take a look at that. Isn't that like an outrageous sandwich? I mean, come on. You've got every vegetable, you've got pesto, you've got goat cheese. It's all grilled with a beautiful, beautiful butter sauce on it. So now it's the best part of all. Now it's the taste test. And I am ready because this should be lunch, but honestly, it's early and it's breakfast and I'm ready. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. So hopefully you will give this a try. Now the ingredients are going to be listed below. Don't worry about that. And subscribe. I would love to have you come and be a part of my cooking buddy. I love it when I can cook with you in the kitchen. And if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, okay? So thank you. I will see you on the next video. Enjoy your salad, sandwich, whatever you do with it. Bye.